Sometimes the best moments weren't in the script. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney scenes that were actually improvised. For this list, we're looking at live-action and animated scenes where actors ad-libbed a line, an entire scene, or multiple scenes that made it into the finished Disney product. However, we'll be excluding moments from Marvel and Star Wars films, as those may need to become lists of their own.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Number 10. Bucky and Binky, Brother Bear.
You swear?
Yeah.
Pinky swear.
Yeah, sure, fine. Pinky swear.
While far from the most popular or critically acclaimed Disney film, Brother Bear still managed to pull in $250 million at the box office. The flick features Joaquin Phoenix as Kenai, a young man who was transformed into a bear as punishment for needlessly killing one out of anger. At one point in the film, Kenai erroneously refers to the character of Bucky as Binky, to which his friend Coda promptly replies,
First of all, his name's Bucky, not Binky. Second, it wasn't a pine cone, it was a pine nut. And it was huge, even bigger than your fat head.
The line was made up on the spot by actor Jeremy Suarez, and it ultimately managed to make the final cut.
I don't care about the time you and Binky found, the world's biggest pine cone ever.
Talk about one quick-witted child voice actor. Number 9. Jason Bateman, Hustler, Zootopia.
Where'd he go?
Zootopia was a massive success for Disney, raking in over $1 billion at the box office and taking home the Oscar for Best Animated Feature at the 89th Academy Awards. A funny and heartwarming look at a world in which animals can not only talk, but also have their own elaborate human-esque society. A rabbit police officer and a fast-talking fox team up to solve a criminal conspiracy.
I'm not looking for any trouble either, sir. I simply want to buy a Jumbo Pop for my little boy.
At one point early in the film, they both visit an ice cream parlor, only for Jason Bateman's character to concoct a scheme in which he pretends to lose his wallet, forcing Judy Hopps to pay for him.
Of course, I could let you off with a warning if you were to glove those trunks and, I don't know, finish selling this nice dad and his son what was it?
A Jumbo Pop, please.
A Jumbo Pop.
Well, it turns out that Bateman came up with the entire scenario in the recording booth.
Oh no, are you kidding me? I don't have my wallet. I'd lose my head if it weren't attached to my neck. That's the truth. Oh boy, I'm sorry, pal. Gotta be about the worst birthday ever. Please don't be mad at me. Thanks anyway.
Keep the change.
Number 8. A Jar of Dirt, Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
Hey, fish face! Do something! Hey, Scungili! Got it!
The lead character from Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean film series is a veritable quote machine. Jack Sparrow, as played by Johnny Depp, has produced a slew of iconic one-liners that people are still using today.
Hello, beastie.
Incredibly, many of the character's most famous quips were ad-libbed by Depp, including the hilarious Jar of Dirt song from Dead Man's Chest.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it? Enough.
Depp also came up with his character's pervasive use of the word savvy, as well as one of the final lines from Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Now, bring me that horizon.
Who needs a script when you have Johnny Depp coming up with all the best stuff anyways? Number 7. Fast-talking Hades, Hercules.
Can't believe this guy. I throw everything I've got at him, and it doesn't even... What are those?
Fun fact, the role of Hades was originally offered to 3-time Academy Award winner Jack Nicholson, but he passed on the project after co-directors Ron Clements and John Musker refused to meet his admittedly steep financial demands. They ultimately settled on veteran actor James Woods, who did a fantastic job as the fast-talking Lord of the Underworld.
See, he's got to have a weakness because everybody's got a weakness. I mean, for what? Pandora, it was the box thing. For the Trojans, hey, they bet on the wrong horse, okay? We Simply need to find out Wonder Boys.
Woods played the character as if he were a sleazy used car salesman, and the result was the iconic villain we know and love today. Woods, who's prone to improvisation, ended up ad-libbing many of his scenes and lines, a byproduct of his character's lightning-fast manner of speech.
You've got to swear she'll be safe from any harm.
Fine, okay, I'll give you that one. Make it safe, otherwise you get your strength right back, yada yada, fine print, boilerplate, okay? We're done. What do you say we shake on it?
Number 6. Josh Gad, ad-lib machine, Frozen.
All right, let's start this thing over. Hi, everyone. I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
As the highest-grossing film of 2013 and among the highest-grossing of all time, we think it's safe to say that people enjoy Disney's Frozen. The film tells the story of a young princess who, along with her companions, embarks on a journey to find her magical sister. Josh Gad plays Olaf, a snowman who dreams of summer and the film's primary source of comic relief.
Who's the funky-looking donkey over there?
That's Sven.
Uh-huh. And who's the reindeer?
Sven.
Oh, okay. Make things easier for me.
Gad was given free rein when it came to improvising, and many of his ad-lib lines made the film's final cut. In fact, the scene in which Anna, Kristoff, and Sven meet Olaf was almost entirely improvised by Gad.
Olaf, did Elsa build you?
Yeah, why?
Do you know where she is?
Fascinating.
Yeah, why?
Do you think you could show us the way?
Yeah, why?
How does this work? Ow!
Stop it, Sven. Try and focus here. Yeah, why?
Number 5. A sad, strange little man, Toy Story.
I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
One of Disney's most beloved franchises, Toy Story kicked things off all the way back in 1995. Brought to life thanks to the incredible voice acting performances of Tom Hanks and Tim Allen as Woody and Buzz, respectively. The film was a breeding ground for improvisation, leading to some of the movie's most iconic lines being created on the spot. For example, the unique insult Buzz uses calling Woody a sad, strange little man was made up by Allen.
You are a child's plaything!
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
The scene in which Woody pretends Buzz is okay by waving his disembodied arm about, Hanks ad-libbed the entire thing. Oh, and Buzz's meltdown while playing dress-up and drinking tea? Yeah, you can thank Allen's awesome improv skills for that too. Mrs. Nesbit deserves an Oscar.
I think you've had enough tea for today. Let's get you out of here, Buzz. Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit. Snap out of it, Buzz!
Number 4. The Tea Party, Alice in Wonderland.
Very merry birthday to me, to me. Oh, you? A very merry birthday to you.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, me?
A staple of early Disney classics, Alice in Wonderland is remembered for its humor and its psychedelic animation. Incredibly, one of the film's most iconic scenes was the result of extensive improvisation on the part of actors Ed Wynn and Jerry Colonna.
You enjoyed our singing?
Oh, what a delightful time. If that thing happened, I'm so excited. We never get compliments.
In their roles as the Mad Hatter and the March Hare, the two were given free rein when it came to the Mad Tea Party scene.
It's very simple. Now, 30 days have no. Well, an unbirthday, if you have a birthday, then you... She doesn't know what an unbirthday is.
Left to their own devices on a soundstage and supplied with all the relevant props, the veteran comedians showcased their innate abilities for slapstick humor and zippy one-liners. We highly recommend rewatching the entire scene when you have the chance.
In that case, a very merry birthday.
To me?
To you.
A very merry birthday.
To me?
For you.
Now blow the candle out, my dear, and make your wish come true.
Number 3. Dressing in drag and doing the hula, The Lion King.
Ah, you aching? Yup. Oh, some bacon. Yup. He's a big pig. Yup. You can be a big pig too.
Near the climax of 1994's The Lion King, Simba, Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa find their path to Pride Rock blocked by a ravenous pack of hyenas. Simba suggests that they create a distraction, to which Timon sarcastically replies,
"What do you want me to do, dress and drag and do the hula?"
The line was made up by Timon voice actor Nathan Lane, and it ultimately led to the creation of a whole new scene in which Timon and Pumbaa perform a luau. This tradition of ad-libbing was passed on to the next generation of Timon and Pumbaa as well, with Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen coming up with tons of original content for the 2019 version of The Lion King.
Can we keep him? Can we please keep him? Okay. I promise. I'll walk him every day. If he makes a little mess, I'll clean it up.
You'll be his little mess. He's gonna eat you and then use my body as a toothpick.
But one day, when he's big and strong, he'll be on our side.
I've got it. What if he's on our side? Hear me out!
Number 2. Cogsworth's Zinger, Beauty and the Beast. After years of enduring his boss's curmudgeonly demeanor and violent outbursts, Cogsworth the Clock had become just a teensy bit jaded.
Just had to invite him to stay, didn't we? Serve him tea, sit in the master's chair, pet the pooch.
However, when Belle serendipitously arrives at the castle, Beast begins to loosen up and asks Cogsworth for help coming up with an appropriate way to thank their new house guest. It was at that point that Cogsworth's voice actor David Ogden Stiers ad-libbed the now famous line,
"Well, there's the usual things, flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep."
Not only was the line hilarious, but it also fit perfectly with Cogsworth's character. Such is the skill of a seasoned actor. They can seamlessly jump into the mind of the person they're portraying. Or in this case, an anthropomorphic clock.
It's very encouraging.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Pretty much everything out of Robin Williams' mouth. Aladdin.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hang on a second. Wow! Wow! Does it feel good to be out of there?
Despite Walt Disney Studios chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg suggesting that John Candy, Steve Martin, or Eddie Murphy play Genie, Aladdin co-directors Ron Clements and John Musker stuck to their guns and insisted on hiring Robin Williams.
Hello, Aladdin. Nice to have you on the show. Can we call you Al, or maybe just Din? Or how about Laddie? Sounds like, here, boy. Come on, Laddie.
The result was one of the most ad-libbed characters in Disney history. It's been claimed that Williams improvised more than 50 characters while recording, and would often do 20 or more takes of a single line, impersonating a different character each time.
As summer column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
This proved to be a blessing and a curse, as it provided the animators with a plethora of options, but occasionally forced them to create entirely new scenes, including the hilarious Pinocchio gag.
I'll do it. I'll set you free.
Yeah, right.
It's truly a historic voice performance from the master of improv.
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
Itty bitty living space.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.